you a huge advantage. You know, Gratalo just recently graduated college. I know he's very excited about that. You know, so he sees, you know, kind of attacking life and what he wants to do. And, you know, this is a young man who's saying, you know, maybe I got a shot. I got a shot at going to the big show. But tonight will play a big part in determining that as he gets in the cage with the Bassil Hafez guy, a guy who I think you and I haven't really seen anybody much faster, you know, and as well balanced, no pun intended, than Bassil Hafez. So Kris Gratalo in the cage right now, American top team, the reigning champ at 180 pounds, 7-1 record. Great guy, great fighter. Big fight coming up tonight as he is ready to go.
Way into the cage here at Harrah's, Philadelphia, Bassil Hafez.
And we were just touching on Bassil, you know, coming out of the balance camp, you know, coaching staff, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Ricardo Meglaris, recent Ultimate Fighter, UFC Ultimate Fighter, Anton Brazier in his corner as well. So, you know, we talked about the balance guys. We know he's well trained. We've had the pleasure of calling his fights before. Tough loss to Joe Lowry, who is going on and made his pro debut and won that. What's Bassil got to do to solve the puzzle of Kris Gratalo?
I think the key to victory here for Bassil is just to be sharper and to be a little bit slicker, to beat Kris to the punch on every exchange. I mean, Kris is going to be coming at him from, you know, this is not just your run-of-the-mill fight. This is for the middleweight championship.
Now, you always want to grab one of those when you can get them. Jamie Jackson looks fantastic holding it, but you know, Kris wants to hold on to it and Bassil wants to get it. We know Bassil is hungry. He wants to avenge that loss. This guy does not take losing well.
David Feldman's XFE.
You know, Bassil Hafez, like, razor thin loss in his last title grab, and so I mean, he's hungry. Like, as we were saying earlier, nothing makes a fighter hungrier than tasting defeat for the first time, and he hates losing. I've talked to him since he hates losing.
You saw it in his face. You know, his face was, you could see how he felt about it. You didn't even have to talk to him. Yeah. You could see it. You know, the visual expression was so deep. As Bassil Hafez gets ready to enter the cage tonight, he will be in the black Under Armour trunks with red gloves. Gratalo will be in the blue. We are ready to go here tonight. XFE 42 is on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is for the XFE Middleweight Championship. David Feldman's XFE fighting out of the blue corner, weighing 184 pounds, and he's fighting out of American top team with a record 7 wins against 1 loss. Hailing from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Kris Gratalo. His opponent here in the steel cage at Harrah's, Philadelphia, is fighting out of the red corner, weighing 182 pounds, and he's fighting out of Team Balance with a record 4 wins against 1 loss from Broomall, Pennsylvania, Bassil Hafez.
Okay, we're ready to go. The referee is going to bring him in the middle. Title fight here tonight. Bassil Hafez versus Kris Gratalo.
Referee William Bookwater.
All right, Kris, Bassil, this is for the XFE Middleweight Amateur Championship. We've gone over our instructions and our bout conduct in the back. Obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do so now. When the bell rings, you're fighting.
Okay, we are ready to go. You know, Jackson, the size advantage, Gratalo came in a little heavy, but I'm going to tell you, before you say anything, I don't think it's going to play that big of a role in the fight.
Bassil is one of the strongest guys out there. And here's the thing, you know, it's kind of almost bittersweet when you have 2 such huge future stars meeting so early in their career. I mean, unfortunately, somebody has to lose, but it's going to be a hard, oh my goodness.
Big right hand there as you're saying that. Gratalo ate that, but he's going to go right back into his home. The traditional wrestling background is going to be a little bit more on Gratalo's side. Maybe the submission game is going to go towards Bassil. As you see, a tough position here. Gratalo's got to think. He's probably going to look to slam him to the mat, but he's got to make sure that he doesn't give up the position. As he rolls into a potential leg lock. Carmelo Marrero, his new coach, a huge fan of the heel hook and the leg lock, so maybe you'll see something new out of Gratalo as he looks to transition on his back. Bassil thinking maybe a head and arm choke here as he comes in.
Well, he's tough. He's in what we call the leg drag position, so he's very, very close to establishing a mount position, a side mount position. But Gratalo's got that leg underhook, and here we go. Bassil's able to sort of advance his position, get the side control. And I can't imagine that Gratalo's really spent too much time on his back in there. And there's that brute power that Gratalo has, just sort of.
But a nice job by Bassil and just kind of riding that out, slipping it through. Oh, a little bit of a flip off there, if you will, Jackson. I mean, we knew it was going to be exciting, but these guys have already delivered in round one. Gratalo just threw him off his back.
That's what I love about Gratalo. He's a little unorthodox. He's a little raw. He's a little crazy, and that can really throw a guy like Bassil, who's so precisely, finely tuned, trained, off a little bit.
Had a little bit of a leg kick there, like a sweep kick almost when he saw the right hand coming. As you say that, look at Bassil into the double leg takedown, taking the wrestler down, making a statement, saying, you know what, Kris, I know you're a college wrestler, but let's show you what I can do here tonight. Nice double there by Bassil Hafez.
And that's smart. You know that Gratalo wants to be on top. You know that he spends more time on top in practice because of his, wrestling pedigree. So Bassil's doing a really good job of just. He's
big into the submissions as well, though. So I don't think there's a position where Gratalo's leg. Say that armbar attempt there. Armbar attempt there by Bassil. Kris just kind of knew it was coming. Now he's got the back little hip throw there. Nice job and some good punches there by Gratalo. Nice job by Bassil grabbing the lead arm there, ducking his head out.
And Bassil did everything right on that armbar attempt. As a coach, you can't really ask for much more. He set it up, he had the right position, but Gratalo just knew it was coming and executed a flawless counter. And here we are in another one of these just weird scramble positions.
Oh, he could be going for the Jackson, you could walk me through what that submission is, where you separate the cement mixer or whatever that thing's called. I mean,
electric chair. He's got what we call a calf crush here, but you are not going to get a guy like Bassil Hafez to tap out from pain. And so we'll probably see this first round end with just Bassil content to hammer fist and chip away at Gratalo. But man, what a tough first round to call.
Yeah, nice job. I mean, both guys are good. I know Gratalo had a bit of a weight cut, maybe a little bit more severe than Bassil, but I mean, man, I tell you what, I'm in love with both of these guys as fighters. But Bassil's really impressed me with that round one.
I didn't think he was going to be able to hang with Gratalo in the wrestling aspect. I really thought he was going to be slightly outclassed. But, I mean, they are neck and neck. And as you said, Brian, Gratalo's apparent size difference is not necessarily a size advantage.
I didn't think that. Here we go to a replay.
And here we go. Bassil Hafez stuck in sort of this calf crush, but he knows the clock's running out. He knows the responsibility right now is on Gratalo to finish the submission. He's just chipping away.
Raining down hammer fist, scoring points. Nice job by Hafez. Tough to say who the round went to, but don't forget about Gratalo's throw you off my back there. That was pretty impressive as well. So, these are two titans. And, we'll say this about Hafez. He went in. They met in the middle. There was no... I'm going to look to strike and stop, not do the takedown. So round two, here we go. Hafez versus Gratalo. Both guys meet in the middle. I know Gratalo likes to kick. He trains all different types of kicks to see if he can land one of those.
It's rare that you get somebody who's got such a strong
he ate a punch.
To loosen up like that. Oh my goodness.
Nice exchange there, great double. I want to say this, that takedown was, is he in a guillotine, Jackson?
He is in a guillotine, but Gratalo's doing the right thing, get into the right side.
That takedown that Gratalo there was instigated by a right hand of Bassil Hafez. Now, I know they're not on their feet now, but I'm telling you this, Bassil knows that right hand is there. So keep an eye out for that right hand again, should they get to their feet. Now let's see what Gratalo can do with this top position. Look to maybe pass the guard.
This is tough here. Bassil doing everything right.
Pulling the head down.
Controlling the posture. The triangle's not deep enough. He doesn't have enough of an angle to really threaten.
Nice adjustment. Nice adjustment.
He's ratcheting his way. This
looks like trouble.
I'm calling it. This is it.
Tap out there. Gratalo taps Bassil Hafez, the new champion here. Great job. Outstanding submission. The Balance Studios coaches Ricardo Maglarice, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt's got to be proud with him with that. Big win there for Bassil Hafez. Wow. Jackson Galka.
I mean, that was just, as I said before, these are two future stars in this sport. You will hear about these guys for years and years to come, and it's unfortunate that they have to meet so early in their careers, but in some way, maybe that's somewhat of a blessing. I mean, you only grow from an experience like this. Both guys digging deep, to set that kind of pace and defend those kinds of attacks.
Well, you know, and I think we got to go back to Bassil's last fight. You know, I think that dictated his training camp. You know, I think he came off a tough, you know, son of a gun like Joe Lowry, and he said, hey, I think he could have gone two different ways there. He could have backed off and maybe questioned where you're at. I think he went the other way. He trained even harder, and you can see the results of what he did tonight. I mean, that was a perfect submission, and we always say pulling down the head makes that difference, you know. He did a great job. Kris kind of froze for a minute. You know, just that little mistake is all it takes in this sport to go, because we all know Gratalo is a guy who can, you know, go out there and smash anybody on any given day. So the biggest win of Bassil's career by far.
I wonder if that big right hand from Bassil was the beginning of the end. And Gratalo, I mean, it's not exactly like Bassil just snatched that triangle. He set it up. He was methodically set it up, and Gratalo maybe a little rocked on the ground there.
Well, we said it before, we'll say it again. I have a place in my heart for Kris Gratalo, and we're going to go up for the official announcement here.
At Harris, Philadelphia. Two great warriors that grace the stage here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the XFA Middleweight Championship bout. David Feldman, promoter. Dave Feldman, matchmaker. Your winner by tap out by triangle choke. 1 minute, 8 seconds in round number 2 goes to the red corner, Bassil Hafez.
That's got to feel good, huh? You know, coming off that loss again. And that razor-thin loss, as you said, I know he feels good. A lot of great sportsmanship there by everybody. And Bassil Hafez, outstanding job. Great submission. That was awesome.
You know, I think in Bassil's last fight, it's not that he looked flat. It's not that he didn't look sharp. He just knows that if he had put a little bit more effort into those last rounds against Lowry, he would have pulled it off. So here he is. Bassil he's going for it. He's putting that extra oomph in.
Up with Bob.
Fight, and let me tell you something. Tonight was your best performance of your career against your toughest opponent. Kris Gratalo, the Honey Badger, is a hell of a fighter. You came out here, beautiful jiu-jitsu. I know that you can't wait to go and talk about that beautiful triangle submission. Tell the people here what it means to have David Feldman put that belt around your waist, let XFE win the title, and what's the next step for Bassil Hafez?
Boy, that's a lot. Yo, I just want to say, Kris Gratalo, tough guy, man. Really tough guy. He's going places. That was a great fight. I want to thank, first and foremost, Team Balance, Balance Studios, all the affiliates, Ricardo McAleese, Andy Russell. I also want to thank Martinez BJJ during my whole camp, helped me get ready. And I want to thank my sponsors, Luciano Medical, Ranking Glass, and Love Graphics. Thank you, and everybody that came out. Thank you.
Bassil Hafez, 185-pound champion with the belt around his waist. Give it up.
Okay, outstanding win there for Team Balance. Bassil Hafez, great job.
And just these crazy, funky wrestling transitions here.
These positions, when they went everywhere, Jackson.
But they knew where they were going. They knew how to handle it. I mean, these are high-level things, but, you know, that's what you got to love about a guy like Gratalo.
And there's the triangle there. You can see where he locked it in, Jackson. He pulled the head. He locked in that triangle, and that ended that one, but it leads us into the next one. We'll be back with the main event, Dorcas Hernandez, in 1 second.